All right, so just going over how this switch works. So first, I drilled these. These are kind of like, they're not screws, but they're rivets. I had to use like a power drill, which, what you do is you first get the, a drill bit that passes right through the largest drill bit that passes through, and get one slightly bigger that does not pass through, like the next size, and then you drill it, and slowly it comes out, and you have to kind of use a what do you call it, pliers to kind of finagle it out. All right, so once I did that, I opened this up, and this is how this works. This faceplate here, it's reversible, it's pretty simple. And so it's like a rocker like this, and basically you can see the off button on top and the on the bottom there. And I'll just go ahead and show this. It's kind of clever once you add it. So even though on is on the bottom, you do that, and the off is not exposed. Then you do that, the off is exposed. Go back and forth like that. So when you remove it, obviously you see both off and on. And the way this works is, first off, just the electronics part. There's this thing here. It once it just presses down, and it makes contact or it breaks the contact. It's a very simple switch. So when it breaks the contact, it's off, and when the contact is there, it's on. And I removed everything from here. So when you put it on, you'll see these things from the side, and this is where the wires go. So I took out the screw here and the screw here, and around the screw is a what you would put a wire, I believe. And then the plate connects to, you can see that it connects to the pole right there. So I guess this side here is the ground or something, or I don't know how this stuff works, but there's the neutral and the hot wire. I'm guessing this is the hot wire. So you can see that this thing here as a whole is connected there. Just put this back, and then bam, and then it undoes this, so it's all connected. And then there's this spring here, by the way, that kind of keeps it up. The spring, actually, even without the spring, it kind of has a lot of tension. The spring, it looks like the spring just kind of adds more tension. And okay, so getting into how the actual rocker works. So obviously it's not no, it's on the bottom, it's on. And this is not reversible, like I might have mentioned earlier, because you'll see here that this rocker is only, is triangular in like this. And so when you put it here, it pushes that down. So I'll rock it up, and I'll rock it down. Rock it up, rock it down. Here, maybe I can get a little angle in this. It's kind of hard to have an angle on it. Actually, it's like pretty much impossible, but maybe from the bottom. So yeah, maybe there. You can do that. It pushes it down. It kind of just, you can see that it just pushes it down over there. It pushes this down very slightly so that the contact goes away, and you can't really see it, right there, the contact is broken. So, bam, bam. So yeah, like I said, it's hard to see. And I don't know why it's like that on both sides. I think that there are different kinds of switches that I'm guessing that there are some where it's on both sides for whatever reason, or one and the other. Yeah, so when it's on, you know, it looks a little counterintuitive, but when you put the plate on, so this is actually off, but when you look at the plate, this is the only one that's exposed. So you put this on, and so that's on, that's off, and on means that, so here off is, you only see off when it's down here, and you still only see on when it's down here. This is, I feel like I got that the other way around. Oh yeah, so this is off, this is on. No, yes, off, on, off, on. So when it's like this, it's pushing it down, and that's off, and when it's up, it releases it and it's on. So here there are these rubber, this is rubber, it's kind of very soft rubber here. And when you rock it, it makes this, it kind of just bumps, you know, against this, against the rubber. That's why when you do it, it just kind of like, I don't know, you feel, you have that kind of, it has that kind of tactile, whatever you want to call it, feeling where it's hitting rubber. There's this thing here that I noticed on the bottom, this thing here, and I believe it's very hard to make out, but that thing touches this ever so slightly, I think, and that moves, it kind of makes it a little, have a little bit additional resistance, so that when it kind of goes over, it snaps back. You know, it's not like it has that much resistance that it snaps, but it just, ever so slightly, it just kind of like gives an extra bump. See, so when okay, off, on, so yeah, probably can't, yeah, so there. You know, I'm not even seeing it contact from this angle, so I think I'm wrong about that. Well, let's see here. Yes, I believe I am wrong. It does not touch that thing, so I honestly don't know what it's for. But yeah, when you have it all together, it just snaps and snaps very. And I think that mainly what really makes it snap, though, is that spring and the tension. So when you go like this, it just kind of, the spring releases it, because basically the way that this rocker is designed is that it kind of moves it down, but it holds it in place once it's here. And then when you go like this, it moves it down, and then when it's kind of in the middle, it falls back. So it's like this thing pushes up on it more when it's like this, and more when it's like this. It kind of rests on it either way, if that makes sense. So it has to bring it to a point where it then snaps back and here it comes to a point where it snaps like that way. So maybe I can show it more from like this angle. Once it's here it snaps, and once it's here it snaps. Can't really see it very well. Maybe I can get it from this angle too. Yeah, no. Yeah, but that's how it works. It's really about the angle of this, the angle. Once it's here it sticks, and then it pushes it down, and once it's here it pushes. Anyway, that's how it generally works. So